くぞGenocide Kata!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and after yesterday's tier list, there were quite a few of you that were disappointed that Dizzy wasn't in God tier, the same as Saul Bad Guy, Leona, and Nameless. And I mentioned in that video the big reason why Dizzy wasn't in there is because, like, she's an insanely awesome character, guys. Like, I love Dizzy to death. This girl has been getting it done for me on my free-to-play account like crazy. She's been getting me the 1 billion scores in Guild Raid, helping me so much in the Immortal Dungeons. I mean, she's just got a complete kit, right? She's got dot explosions. She has insane PG rate with the 30% PG rate. She got the extra increased damage and blah, 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 blah. And that tier list was a PvE tier list. PvE, guys, it wasn't PvP. If it was PvP, she would easily be in God mode because of the exclusive decreased damage received by 85%. Right, when attacked by a target with 90% or 8 more HP, which means she doesn't take hardly any damage at all. And then on top of that, she's got a critical hit shield, which is insane in PvP. And then on top of that, she's got her core passive, where she actually can decrease damage received by 70% for 3 seconds on a 15-second cooldown. I mean, she's got godly survivability in PvP. But that was a PvE tier list, and that's what I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to show you why I didn't put her in God tier as far as survivability. Now, there's always an argument, whenever you're like making a tier list for characters, yeah, I could easily do all kinds of things to make any character survive throughout a fight. You always got characters like 98 Athena. They can give you that 30% recovery heal. I mean, if you're using her as a striker, you can pretty much keep almost any character alive through pretty much any game mode for the most part, except for like later stages in demo space. And speaking of demo space, yeah, I think Dizzy's #1 for that. I think she's the best character in the game for demo space because all 3 of her skills are ranged attacks, and her damages they're absolutely insane, right? So in my opinion, she is the best when it comes to that. Easily the best character in the game when we're regarding demo space. And I do have a really good build on this character. She's got 94,800 CP. I'm running the City of Darkness set on her, and this is a decent set for her. It's really the best set that I have for her, but it's not Transcender. If I was Transcender, I get a lot more CP out of her. And then I am running this Blast option card that actually will increase her blast skill damage, but it also increases Balanced Knight Fighter burn damage by 11.8%. which is going to increase her burn explosion, going to make her a lot stronger. And then we got a cooldown card on her that's transcended that increases Balanced Knight Fighter critical damage by 7.5% to really add a little extra damage for old Dizzy. I got her 2% critical or 2% 3PG card, and then her increased active skill damage by 4.5% 3PG card. She's got a lot of love, almost max capsules. The only thing that isn't maxed out is her defenses. It's at 123 instead of 129, which isn't going to really make a huge difference for this character. So I'm going to show you guys why I didn't put her in God, okay? And, and some people, they may take offense to that, right? They can be like, well, my character isn't in God, so, that means this player, me, thinks that they're not very good. That's not true. I think she's godly. I think she's an amazing character. But she cannot last in this game mode because her PvP exclusive core effects won't work here. This is PvE. She won't have that decreased damage received by 90%. She's not going to have that, she's not going to have that critical shield here. And against Lunatic, this is a really great test because like Soul Bad Guy, Leona, and Nameless can all survive against Omega Rugal on Lunatic without any healing strikers or anything at all, right? And on top of that, they have insane damage. Dizzy has the damage too, but she doesn't have the same survivability as those characters, which is why she wasn't put on the God mode, right? And again, like I said earlier, guys, I could easily throw in healing strikers. I mean, Baiken, she offers a heal, right? But does everybody have Baiken? No, And you always want the link effect that these characters have. You want that link effect so you can get the decreased skill cooldown. That really helps. I mean, I know Dizzy has a decreased skill cooldown in her kit, but that's the thing, to make it to God tier, right? To make it to that top echelon of the tier on that list, the character has to have insane damage and insane survivability. Dizzy has insane damage and she has good survivability, but she doesn't have insane survivability because if she did, she would be able to survive this. So we're going to jump in here and I'm going to show you guys that you know, she's not going to make it. We have no Starlight option cards that can give you Starlight or anything like that. Now, I know against Nightmare Geese she can survive because she does so many hits and so much damage. You can throw on the Show Me option card and you can actually break the meter pretty fast. But if you can't break that meter fast, it's a different world, right? And we just want to make sure that we have some dot applied, that we're always decreasing that skill cooldown. Right? And we're just going to try to go back and forth between 3PG and default, right? Remember, she only gets a decreased damage received by 70% on a 3-second cooldown. For 3 seconds, I'm sorry, on a 15-second cooldown. There we go. And look at the damage she already took, guys. That's what I'm talking about. She won't survive this. Yeah, she'll actually put in some really good damage, surprisingly, because she's freaking powerful as hell. I didn't even show you guys, but I mean, I do have 5 imprint stones on this character as well. There we go. And 3PG. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And really, when we break that meter is when you're going to see the damage just skyrocket, right? All right, here we go. Okay, and 3PG, here we go. Now watch, when she gets hit, she's going to take a ton of damage again. Ooh, oh, the decreased damage was up. That's really nice. Good, 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 good. That's nice to see. PG. Maybe I'll be eating my words if she can survive this. Nice, nice. It is nice that Disney doesn't get interrupted with a 3PG. I mean, that is nice that that happens. And I think he's going to blow up on us now. Ooh, we didn't have the decreased damage received up there. Okay. Trying to break that meter. All right, here we go. Now, she is surviving, right? She is making it, and that's pretty awesome. It really is. But will she last the entire duration? Ooh, boy, oh boy, boy. That's a lot of damage, guys. She took a lot of damage right there. PG. And see, this is the thing, guys. Like Nameless and Saul and Leona, they wouldn't have taken this much damage. No way. Because their shields would have been protecting them. I mean, she's probably going to last the entire duration of Guild Raid, which, I mean, that is a testament to her survivability. But it's just not as good as what those other characters can do. And there she died, guys, right? I mean, 49 seconds to spare, right? I mean, she survived for a good while, but she couldn't make it through the whole run, right? I mean, by the way, she did get 566 million, which is pretty awesome for a character that doesn't even have Starlight. But this is what I'm talking about. She cannot survive in regular PvE content, like really difficult content, right? Unless there's some kind of aid that she has. Unless she has some kind of recovery striker, Biken, 98 Athena, whatever it may be, right? She needs that in order to really survive. Because one, her default can get interrupted, right? The only time she's really safe is whenever she's doing her 3PG, which doesn't get interrupted. She doesn't have a native heal in her kit. The only decreased damage received she has in PvE content is from her core with the decreased damage received for 70%. And that thing is on, like it's going to be up for every 3 seconds out of every 15 seconds. That's not that much. And that's why I didn't put her in God tier, right? It's not that the character is bad. Dizzy's amazing. I mean, I don't want to say godly character, but that's what I want to say, right? She is a godly character, right? It's really a testament, how good she is just from what I showed you just now. But you also saw that she just doesn't survive. She can't survive. Well, I mean, she probably could if you played her really, really well, but characters like Nameless and Leona and Soul, you could play them crappy and they're still going to survive, especially Nameless and Soul, because they actually have heals in their 3PGs and heals in their cores on top of their shields. Just godly. I mean, if Dizzy was a defensive character, you could throw an Athena set on her and give her a little bit more survivability with the decreased damage received by 60%, right? When you get down to a certain amount of HP, but she isn't. She's a balanced type fighter. And these are things that you have to take into consideration whenever, you're looking at that. And I know that there's going to be plenty of other characters that we can use against Lunatic Omega Rugal. We could definitely use, characters that deal Starlight and then throw in Dizzy and do a bunch of damn damage, break the meter, and we could easily keep her alive doing that. But I'm just looking at the character just as a solo character with no aid from any striker, from anyone else on the team, how good their survivability is and how good their damage is all at the same time. And Dizzy's damage is, it's skyrocket, it's number one, right? But her survivability isn't. It's good, but it's not insane. So don't take this video as a knock on Dizzy, man. I think she's an amazing character, but I had to show you guys that, there was a reason that I didn't put her in that God mode, right? Because her survivability just isn't as good as characters like Leona and Soul and Nameless. So let me know in the comments if some of you still think that she belongs in God mode, at least coming from the perspective that I'm giving you as far as the tier list is concerned. I'm looking at these characters just as a solo character, how good their survivability is and how good their damage is just as a solo character, no aid from anyone on the team or as a striker. So hopefully you're all doing well in the game, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.